Christopher Cantwell, Darcy Little Badger, Dale Eaglesham, and David Cutler pit the captains against Speed Demon and Superior as Steve and Sam race to save Joe Gomez, a Native American Captain America, from the villain's nefarious plans for him and his community. Christopher Cantwell continues his nation-spanning story, going at a brisk pace as he helps introduce yet another person using the Captain America moniker and what Steve Rogers means to Joe Gomez. I've really been loving how each of the new captains isn't just a Captain America Steve Rogers fan. Each of them has their own specific Captain America which they connected with, since there's a Captain America for pretty much every generation, and Cantwell explores that really well throughout this story so far, and with Gomez being in his mid-40s, makes sense that Steve would be his Captain America since he grew up with him basically. The heroes also finally putting together who is behind all of this is pretty great, and I'm glad the mystery of that isn't going to get dragged out throughout the series, and the heroes now know who is behind all this, and now they can just focus on getting them stopped. Darcy Little Badger meanwhile delivers a fantastic origin to Joe Gomez and his life as a construction worker in Kansas, and why he views Steve as his hero and why he does what he does. It was nice to see even before we find out he likes Steve and wants to be a hero, he was just like a good guy who wants to help his community where he can, and he helps by being a construction worker. And it's always great seeing normal people like Joe without power standing up to superpowered villains and bullies like that, and here is no different with the Wrecking Crew making their appearance and Joe having to fight Bulldozer. It was a good choice for him to battle them and ties it into his community's need for a hero to stand up for them. Dale Eaglesham and David Cutler take on the art for this issue, and Dale continues his main story artwork with more great and fast-paced action, as well as showcasing off Joe's really awesome Captain America costume, which celebrates his heritage as a Kickapoo Indian really well, and I just love the colours and the look of the costume. It's quite fantastic. David Cutler explores Joe's pre-hero life with some exciting action on a construction crane, very tense stuff. I really like how bright his work was as well, and his use of colours like yellow and red and blue, all used really well, and it gave us another chance as well to see Joe's costume in action. The United States of Captain America issue 3 was another great exploration into Captain America and his mantle, this time exploring what it means to a Native American hero while also expanding the cast with some new additions like Bucky Barnes and forwarding the villain's plot in a good direction. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. The United States of Captain America issue 3 finds Speed Demon doing his best Roadrunner impression as Cap and Falcon race after him, trying to determine which speedster they are up against as he heads across the southern Kansas border. The men fail to catch up to him, so decide to sort through their evidence of who he is, quickly realizing that the runner is Speed Demon, but the mysterious woman is still a mystery, although thanks to her German accent, Steve has a few ideas. Getting back on track, they know they need to stop Speed Demon from causing even more chaos across the country, so the heroes head to Topeka, Kansas to meet with Joe Gomez, another of the captains who is in danger thanks to Speed Demon and the mysterious female assassin. Joe doesn't get why anyone would care about him, but Steve knows they're actually after the stars and stripes they wear since they represent everyone. Joe decides to show them why he takes the captain thing so seriously, showing Steve his memorabilia room which keeps pictures, posters, and everything in between of Steve's exploits as Captain America, revealing that he is his favorite Cap. And he likes Steve because the hero means it when he says he means it, and he fights for everyone, even the people seldom seen by others, like Joe. Joe knows that Steve doesn't have to be his hero, he just needs to inspire him to be one himself. The team get to work on Joe's situation involving someone smuggling away some dynamite from a construction company, dynamite which the team theorized could be used to destroy an integration site in the city. Joe knows that they need to move, suiting up as the Captain America of the Kickapoo tribe and rolling out with his friends. As they check on the school integration site, Joe mentions that the governor candidate named Prescott, whom he backs and is a Cheyenne, spoke there last week. The heroes know that the school isn't the correct target as the female assassin attacks, but the heroes don't go down easy. During the fight, Steve learns that they are battling Cynthia, the daughter of Red Skull, who will stop at nothing until the heroes are all dead and their names drag through the mud. Steve is knocked out by the mysterious new player in the game, and when he awakens, he finds both Sam and Joe are injured. Joe, the most injured of them, is able to let Cap know that Prescott is speaking that day in town. The heroes race to stop Speed Demon Demon and Superior, knowing Joe was the target like Nichelle and Aaron before him. Getting Joe some medical attention, Joe knows he owes Steve 2 favors as Sam checks over the crowds, knowing someone is watching him. Just as Prescott takes the stage, Speed Demon attacks, flinging Cap's shield at the candidate. However, thanks to the quick arrival of the Winter Soldier, the man is saved from being decapitated. Bucky reunites with his friends, telling them that he's been tracking them since the police station incident in Pennsylvania, knowing that they could use some help. Speed Demon decides it's time to leave quickly, but Joe returns, hitting him in the face, but the villain still manages to escape as the hero knows he really needs a hospital right now. After Joe is taken care of, Sam, Steve, and Bucky regroup to lay down a game plan, learning that Prescott is dropping out of the governor race thanks to what happened, citing his family and other reasons why he wants to drop out. Steve knows that both him and Joe shouldn't be out of this game, but it's time they all got together to put this to bed once and for all. Sometime before, Joe Gomez awakens early to head out to his construction job with his friend Nikki. As they drive, he talks about how the wrecking crew destroyed a lot of the city. Nikki knows the job isn't what he wanted, but Joe is more than happy to help out, especially since the Avengers haven't caught the villains yet, hoping that they'll finally get caught so this can end. As Joe gets working on a crane, he sees a chopper crashing into a building nearby, ordering the site to be evacuated as he climbs his crane to try and help out. Unfortunately, the chopper had one of the wrecking crew on it. Bulldozer gets to work intimidating the workers on the ground, but Nikki won't have any of it, attacking the villain, but Bulldozer is bigger than her, easily overpowering the woman. Thanks to Joe's quick skills in the crane, he is able to bat the villain away with a steel girder, allowing Nikki and the others to get to safety. The attack puts Joe in Bulldozer's sights, causing him to pursue the man up onto the crane arm, letting on that he was hired by someone to terrorize Kansas City thanks to the mayor having very dangerous enemies. Joe manages to trip up the villain, making him fall from the crane. While Joe survives thanks to the rope he tied around the crane and to himself, he soon learns his knots aren't exactly the best. As the rope undoes itself, he thinks about all the people who have been saved by the Avengers, but not him, despite his hope, since 9 times out of 10, native people like him are just ignored. Joe's hope is answered, however, when Captain America saves him from falling. Later on, Cap thanks Joe for disarming Bulldozer, since it's no small feat now going toe-to-toe with a villain who gives Thor a run for his money. Joe knows that the scars he has run deep, and there has been so much suffering in the name of red, white, and blue, but when he dances in intertribal meetings with other tribes, they are the people of the land called America, and they have been there long before America, and they will survive it. So if Captain America's mantle represents the people, he's going to claim it for people like him.